savages. These Indians were farmers. This reality led to antagonistic competition over resources between the original inhabitants. Okay, there I am. And the English strains. Okay. 10 years after we're on the computer now. All right, the purpose of getting on the computer is to hopefully share what I'm listening to in the background while we draw, and hopefully share my screen. I think there's a way for me to share my screen now. So we're going to open up the program that I'm going to be drawing on. And you guys are going to be watching me live draw the drawings. You're going to see my desk. I'm going to show you my desk while I draw. Okay? I don't think it's going to let us go into Effects House, but at least I'll let you see the behind the scenes before it goes on your face. I did a drawing last time of an eyeshadow, and it pulled it up right now, and it didn't come out so great. I don't know how it would look. Maybe I could try to stretch it. It says capture moments as they happen. Something, I don't know, something about because it lets you favorite. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can favorite a little part of the live. It's been a while for me on the computer, but we're going to do this. So I have my jacket on. Let me just get comfortable. So this is my studio. I think I started, I'm going to say I officially started becoming an artist, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. I've always been an artist. I just haven't been, coming out with it because I lived a very, very reserved lifestyle. An artist is more like I don't know, kind of like people see it like a hobby, right? And it kind of should be. It should be something that you do on a regular. It should be something you always do. It should be something that, even if you think you don't know how to draw, you should at least try it. Hold on. They came with disease. You, as a people, had disease. Because y'all invaded a land of people who are not accustomed to disease. Oh, shit. They didn't have to deal with that shit, right? You're saying your diseased body killed a lot of indigenous people, and you said that God was making a way for more y'all to come. That's a lie. Yeah. After this, I'm going to fantasy reading, not on live, but I'm gonna need to escape. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna share my desktop. I don't know if it. Let's see if it lets me. It gives me the option to share more than one thing. I think it does. Let's see, entire screen. Okay, let's try entire screen. Also share system audio. I don't think you need the system audio. We're just gonna go ahead. It does do, let's see, window or entire screen. Well, let's put this behind here. And maybe that way I could peek in. I can peek in and see you guys. Okay, so we're going to use this screen. And that way we could peek in. Oh, that's not what I want to see. So I got to make sure. How that looks to you guys. How does that look to you guys? Am I like repeating? Or is it one screen? Hold on. Let's try a different screen. Hold on. Let's try a different screen. Let's stop the sharing. We're going to try sharing it again. Maybe I have to move them around. Okay. So let's share this. Oh, there I am. I still come out. All right. Okay. So we're going to draw today. I've got one of my friends on live. We're listening to her live where she's going down the rabbit hole. She studies history, And I don't know about you guys, but I'm always interested in history, how things happened, how yeah, how unfair things were at the beginning. Yeah. I feel like I can't find my, oh, we don't need TV because we're listening. We're listening. Okay, so here we go. So this is the makeup I did a couple weeks ago. We're gonna move around. Let's see. It's still gonna show you the screen no matter how I do it. So I'm gonna be probably facing this way, but you guys can still watch what I'm doing because I am facing straight into the camera and I'm gonna be drawing, so it's gonna be looking like I'm looking at you, but I'm really not because I can't see myself. I'm not gonna be looking at myself. I'm gonna be actually right here where you guys can see me. So I'm gonna be looking at the screen, but I'm actually looking at this screen, the drawing screen right here. Okay, that's where it's kind of, so you kind of get the gist of how it's laid out. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and increase the screen size. Hold on. Oh, see. Okay. All right. So last time I did these eyes, they didn't come out right. So we're gonna correct that. I did like the way it looks down at the bottom, the around it, but it could go a little darker. And we're gonna just explore. I was doing smudging, so let's see if we can find the smudging tool. Probably. So tattoo ink is for the brighter stuff. Actually, let's play around with the with that. Let's play around with that because we have to correct something. The way that it transpired onto the screen, it made the eyelid go up in like a little triangle, which is what we wanted, but it didn't do it as big as it should have. So we're gonna make another copy. Let's start off with another copy. So when you have something already created, you want to duplicate it. You don't want to work off your same one. So we're going to duplicate this and we're going to close that one out. And so after we close it out, we're going to go ahead and extend it. So we're going to take our, I think I should do erase and restart type thing because it didn't come out the way I wanted. It's not the length I wanted. So we're just going to edit back. Oh, but you know what? We had it in duplication mode. So what you want to do so that you do both sides at the same time, you want to turn on your thing. So everybody has their own way of drawing. Everybody has their own. No way is wrong, guys. Just start doing it. I have to start drawing things on paper. I'm gonna start doing where I'm drawing things on paper. We're gonna make this bigger. So I have to go deeper. So now we're gonna take it off of the eraser one, and we're gonna go and do the tattoo ink brush. I don't know if you guys can't see my brushes, huh? Okay, that's fine. Sorry. Okay, well, so now we're gonna go and grab the yellow. Maybe grab a test sample of what's there so that we have the same color. Now it looked like it was a little too big when I looked into it. So the size of my brush is too big, so I'm making it smaller. So it's not showing you my tools, guys. It is not showing you my tools, which is cool, right? That's a cool thing because sometimes, oh, what's going on here? My layers, something's wrong with my layers. It's not painting on the eyelid like I'd like, guys. Let's see. Is it? Is it really light? It's really light. Okay. So let's go back to my brush size. Oh, it's too small. Let's see. Let's try that. Here we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go and color. And remember, it's coloring and duplicate, guys. Let's see. It's not showing me my stuff at all. That's cool.
Indian color, she said. He wore an high-crowned hat with straight hair and had one cloven foot.
So there we go. And then we're going to put back the green and then build up. So now we're going to take that. It's not showing you my tricks, which is cool. You guys are just going to have to figure out what I'm doing. It's not showing you any of my tools, guys. That is so cool. I guess they want you to keep some secrets to yourself.
In very great subjection of the devil who kept them in a continual slavish fear of him. Governor Bradford harshly condemned Thomas Morton and his fellow prodigals of the Merrymount settlement for their promiscuous partying with Indians. They also set up a maypole, drinking and dancing about it many days together.
We're gonna have to
dancing and frisking together like so
go back and do the rest to make it. It looked fine on screen the way it is. I didn't use tattoo ink last time, but we're gonna do it this time to see if it looks better. And then right here we're gonna do it. We're gonna look at the other one and see where we went different. But this top part, we're gonna use a different brush. First, we're gonna pick our color. We're gonna pick that purple.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, think about something right now. You hear the parts where they're like, if you become Indianized, like that's some bad thing, you will become the devil. Do you think of what's going on today? You know how we are like Chinese daddy? Think about when certain groups do this, not as a whole, but when certain people do this and then they twist it into making it their own, and it's not about respecting culture, it's almost like washing it away and creating something like they invented it, and basically erasing all the good part of the culture and then bringing it their own. It's just reminding me of something like that, but without saying it's the devil. Like, your culture is not good enough, so I'm about to take your culture, remix it, and act like it's my own, so it won't be considered other than. Yeah. Something about this is making a connection with me, but
Indians came to personify the devil in everything the Puritans feared: the body, sexuality, laziness, sin, and the loss of self-control. They had no place in a New England. This was the Puritan triumph trumpeted by Edward Johnson in his wonder-working Providence, where there had originally been hideous thickets for wolves and bears. He proudly exclaimed in 1654, there were now streets full of girls and boys sporting up and down with a continued concourse of people. Initially, the colonizers themselves had lived in wigwams like Indians, but now they had orderly, fair, and well-built houses, together with orchards filled with goodly fruit trees and gardens with variety of flowers. The settlers had also expanded the market, making New England a center of production and trade. The settlers had turned this wilderness into a mart. Merchants from Holland, France, Spain, and Portugal were coming here. Thus, proclaimed Johnson, hath the Lord been pleased to turn one of the most hideous, boundless, and unknown wildernesses in the world in an instant to a well-ordered commonwealth. Within the English settlements, however, some misgivings about the violent English advance of civilization against savagery surfaced in a widely read book, A True History of the Captivity and Restoration of Mrs. Mary Rowlandson, published in 1682. Retaliating for English attacks on their villages during King Philip's War. In 1676, a band of Narragansetts raided a small town, capturing several settlers, including Rowlandson. In her captivity story, she described living with the Indians for 11 weeks. Although her account reflected and reinforced English stereotypes of Indians as barbarous creatures, merciless and cruel heathens, and hellhounds, it also contained stories that challenged these negative images. Rowlandson related, for example, how some of the Indians had noticed that she lacked the strength to carry her wounded 6-year-old daughter, so they put her on a horse with the child on her lap. One cold day, an Indian woman welcomed Rowlandson into her wigwam to give her warmth and some ground nuts. Afterwards, she told the Englishwoman to come back again sometime. Commenting on this hospitality, Rowlandson wrote, "Yet these were strangers to me that I never saw before. On another occasion, the Indian leader, King Philip, asked her to knit a shirt for his son and paid her a shilling for it. She also knit Ted a cap for the boy, and King Philip invited her to eat dinner with his family." Rowlandson contrasted the Indians in retreat with the English in pursuit. In the dead of winter, the Indians were able to survive by eating nuts, roots, and weeds, as well as wild animals, whereas the English soldiers ran out of provisions and were forced to return to the settlements. Indian resourcefulness impressed Rowlandson. "I did not see, all the time I was among them, one man, woman, or child die with hunger." Rowlandson's observations, acknowledging the humanity of the Indians, offered possibilities for the English to understand, even empathize with, the people they were dispossessing. But the prosperous in power would not allow such possibilities to be pursued. Instead, like Frederick Jackson Turner's frontiersmen, they would continue their relentless conquest of the
We
continent.
got 8 minutes.
Stolen lands, a world turned upside down. Progress for white Americans was leading to poverty for indigenous Americans. In a 1789 petition to the Assembly of Connecticut, the Mohegans lamented that the times had been exceedingly altered. Yea, the times have turned everything upside down, or rather, we have changed the good times, chiefly by the help of the white people. For in times past our forefathers lived in peace, love, and great harmony, and had everything in great plenty. When they wanted meat, they would just run into the bush a little ways with their weapons, and would soon bring home good venison, raccoon, bear, and fowl.
Right.
If they choose to have fish, they would only go to the river or along the seashore, and they would presently fill their cannas with variety of fish, both scaled and shellfish, and they had abundance of nuts, wild fruit, ground nuts and ground beans, and they planted but little corn and beans, and they kept no cattle or horses, for they needed none. And they had no contention about their lands. It lay in common to them all, and they had but one large dish, and they could all eat together in peace and love. But alas, it is not so now. All our fishing, hunting, and fowling is entirely gone. And we have now begun to work on our land, cattle, horses, and hogs, and we build houses and fence in lots. And now we plainly see that one dish and one fire will not do any longer for us.
Right.
Some few, there are stronger than others, and they will keep off the poor, weak, the halt, and the blind, and will take the dish to themselves. Yea, they will rather call white people and mulattoes to eat with them out of our dish, and poor widows and orphans must be pushed one side, and there they must sit a-crying, starving, and die. Ever since the arrival of the English strangers in Jamestown in 1607, and at Plymouth Rock in 1620, the Indian story had been one of stolen lands, sickness, suffering, starvation, and sadness.
Right.
After the War of Independence in 1776, and the founding of a new nation, the original people of the land ominously asked, what would the future hold for them with the advance of civilization against savagery? Westward across America Pacific. This was the question addressed by one of the founding fathers, a young lawyer, Virginia planter, and author of the Declaration of Independence. In 1781, as governor of Virginia, Thomas Jefferson declared to the Kaskaskias that whites and Indians were both Americans born in the same land, and that he hoped the two peoples would long continue to smoke in friendship together. At the same time, Jefferson advocated the removal and even the destruction of hostile Indians. Nothing will reduce those wretches so soon as pushing the war into the heart of their country, he wrote to a colleague in 1776. But I would not stop there. I would never cease pursuing them while one of them remained on this side of Mississippi. We would never cease pursuing them with war while one remained on the face of the earth. In his view, Indians had to be civilized or exterminated. 46 foundations. To become civilized, Jefferson believed Indians had to G up their hunting way of life and transform themselves into farmers. As president, he explained to the Shawnees why they had no choice but to accept civilization. When the white people fire came to this land, they were few, and you were
Okay,
many.
we're gonna share
We
the
are
screen.
many, and you few.
We're gonna share the.
Because by cultivating the earth we produce plenty to raise our children, while yours, suffer I want of food, are exposed to weather in your hunting camp, get diseases and die. Hence it is that your numbers lessen. They were, in other words, victims of their own culture, not of the introduction of unfamiliar diseases, the appropriation of their lands, and the brutal warfare waged against them. In blaming the Indians for their own decline, Jefferson was defensive, insisting that the transfer of Indian lands to white had been done fairly and legally, that the lands of this Coos tribe were taken from them by conquest. He argued in notes the state of Virginia is not so general a truth as is supposed.
If I would
I
only
find in
dye
our
my hair,
historians
guys.
and
If I would
records
only dye my hair.
repeated proofs of purchase if Jefferson's denial of guilt contained a quality
I can't believe I
assurance there
had
was a reason for it. In the
them
original manuscript,
unfollow
he had
me.
written 10 and then crossed out. It is true that these purchases were sometimes made with the price in one hand and the sword in the other. In order to survive, Jefferson declared, Indians must adopt the culture of the white man. They must no longer live so boundlessly instead. They must enclose farms as private property and learn arithmetic so they could keep accounts of their production.
Learn. They
My
already
children,
knew all of this.
President Jefferson told the Cherokees, I shall rejoice to see the day
Well,
when
it's
the
not
red
showing the
man,
screen. I'm so
our
sorry.
neighbors, become truly one people with us,
Neighbors, y'all
enjoying
killing
all
them.
the rights and privileges we do, and living in peace and plenty as we do. But are you prepared for this?
4
I
minutes,
Have you
guess
y'all.
a resolution to leave off hunting for your living, to lay off a farm for each family to itself, to live by industry, the men working that farm with their hands? Indians must learn how, Jefferson explained. A little land, well cultivated, was superior in value to a great deal unimproved. Jefferson assured the Indians that whites would respect their territory.
I am so confused, y'all. You know why I'm so confused? Because if you come to a land and you conquer the land and you kill their people, you unalive their people, you steal part of their culture, but they were already farming, they were already horticulturing. How are you going to teach a people to do all of that when they were already doing it? Yeah.
Territorial possessions. We take from no nation what belongs to it, he told them. Our growing numbers make us always willing to buy lands from our red brethren when they are willing to sell. He elaborated,
Willing.
Your lands
They were
are your
killing
own.
them and
Your right to
taking their
them shall
land.
never be violated by us. They are yours to keep or to sell as you please. When a want of land in a particular place induces us to ask you to sell, still you are always free to say,
When they said no,
While he offered these assurances, however, Jefferson worked to create conditions that would make Indians willing to sell. In an 1803 confidential message to Congress, he explained how this could be done. First, encourage them to abandon hunting and turn to agriculture. The extensive forests necessary in the hunting life will then become useless. Second, sell more manufactured goods to Indians by multiplying the trading houses and bring them into the market. This policy, Jefferson predicted, would lead the Indians to transfer their lands to whites. On February 27, 1803, in an unofficial and private letter to Indiana Governor William Henry Harrison, Jefferson recommended to promote this disposition to exchange lands, which they have to spare, and we want. We shall push our trading houses and be glad to see the good and influential individuals among them run in debt, because we observe that when these debts get beyond what the individuals can pay, they become willing to lop them off by a cession of lands.
we got 3 minutes, y'all.
To destroy Indians financially, Jefferson favored federal over private trading houses. While private business had to make profits, Government enterprise could sell goods to Indians at prices
See
so
how
low
it
as merely
did
to repay us cost and charges.
that? Why is it?
By this process, he continued, white settlements would gradually circumscribe the Indians, and in time they would either incorporate with whites as citizens or retreat westward beyond civilization. In a letter to John Adams,
Does it show
Jefferson pointed
me?
out that Indians who rejected assimilation would face a dismal future. These will relapse into barbarism and misery, lose numbers by war and want, and we shall be obliged to drive them with the beasts of the forests
Really,
into the
let me
stony
write that
mountains.
down, Thank you.
51. Ultimately, for Jefferson, Indians as Indians would not be allowed to remain within the borders of civilized society. In the 17th century,
Just to
Edward
let you know,
Johnson
this is
celebrated the disappearance of wolves and bears in New England. Now Jefferson and men like him were clearing more wilderness for a new nation. The very transformation of the land emblematized progress. The distance whites in America had come from the time when barbarism had been dominant. In a letter to a friend written in the last year of his life, in 1824, Jefferson offered his vision of an American empire. 48 foundations. Let a philosophic observer commence a journey from the savages of the Rocky Mountains, eastwardly towards our sea coast. There he would observe, in the earliest stage of association, living under no law but that of nature, subsisting and covering themselves with flesh and skins of wild beasts. He would next find those on our frontiers in the pastoral state, raising domestic animals to supply the defects of hunting. Then succeed our own semi-barbarous citizens, the pioneers of the advance of civilization. And so in progress he would meet the gradual shades of improving man until he would reach his, as yet, most improved state in our seaport towns. This, in fact, is equivalent to a survey, in time, of the progress of man from infancy to the present day. Here was a Jeffersonian version.
Right, flow shade. Line tight, that's all way. Right, flow shade. Line tight, that's all way. Hands up, that outbreak. We don't bend, we vibrate. Say, I am worthy, I am whole. Gold in my scar, fire in my gold. Heavy, no. Right, flow shade. Line tight, that's all way. Hands up, that outbreak. We don't bend, we vibrate. Say, I am worthy, I am whole. Gold in my scar, fire in my gold. Heavy. Right, flow shade. Line tight, that's all way. Hands up, that outbreak. We don't bend, we vibrate. Say, I am worthy, I am whole. Gold in my scar, fire in my gold. Heavy. Right, flow shade. Line tight, that's all way. Hands up, that outbreak. We don't bend, we vibrate. Say, I am worthy, I am whole. That sucks. Okay, let's stop sharing this one and let's go back to our drawing because I'm not happy with the way it looks. We're going to go back to our drawing board. Where is our drawing? Okay, here it is. There it is. Okay, we're going to go back to our drawing board. So the thing that I see wrong with it is right here. Let's go to the smudging tool because those are the things I seen wrong with it. I did not like it. I did not like it, guys. Okay, we could smudge with this. I did not like the way this looked on screen, guys, to be honest with you. So we're just going to go like this. I did not like it. I'm not going to lie. It didn't look right. Here it looked great. I think this part looks great. Oh, let's go back. I think this part looks great. It actually could be worked in on a little bit more to be feathered out. I don't think there was anything wrong with this part, but let's see. Let's see what happens when we feather this out. Hopefully this corrected the lines. Ah, what was the other thing I've seen? It's still too up, guys. It is still too up. I feel it's too up. So we're going to take it and erase some of the top. We're going to erase some of this on top. Yeah, we're going to go like that. We're going to see if that helps it at all because, eesh, it's pointed upward. Okay, so now let's try it again. We're going to say resave it. And now it's going to resave it to a number that we don't have that's available to save. All right, so let's go see how it transfers onto the screen. Okay. We have it here. We're going to swoop it in. Make it part of our options down here. Should say the next name. It didn't swoop it in, huh? Try again. There we go. All right, so now we're going to go put it on our face again. What are you able to look? Oh, you're not able to look at it. Okay, hold on. Let me share. I would share both screens. Wait, let's see if it'll share both screens. Okay, and that way when I shrink down and go behind there. Oh yeah, okay. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay, guys. All right, that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna go going forward. All right. Did it change it out or no? Looks like it did. Let me change the idle person maybe. Maybe it's just stuck now. Let's change it to this guy. Oh yeah, see, she was stuck. So now it's like too bright. It's too light in the... It might look better. Okay, so let me go try it. We're gonna go try it.
And just like I see myself there, but still going. But where the part of Greenville that I'm in is called Taylor's. They have an artsy district now that they're using like an old meal warehouses that's all group. Now businesses are coming. They got axe throwing, bars, venues. Every time I turn around, something else is going on. But other than that, y'all, I've been holding. I gotta go to the bathroom. I've been holding it, y'all. I didn't want to leave y'all now. I'll hopefully tomorrow. I usually send out like a funny video to relate to women over 40, or I don't know. TikTok be sending me ditties. I don't choose them. They find me. And so I'm like, okay, they know I'm silly, so I'm just going to entertain them. And then, I don't know, y'all see me on the FYP, and then we're here. Stay open-minded, stay curious. We can grow together as a group of people. We are not here to influence or change anybody's mind. They have to come. They have to be willing to understand that we were told lies. We were programmed to tell lies. Thank you, Chunky. We were programmed. I don't know if y'all are not as mad. Look, you can't really see how mad I am, but I am mad. I am mad because I always knew, because I'm in the Black community, I always knew the truth of many things. But I started this page because I was originally digging up history that they won't tell you about Black people. That's how I started. But then when I realized finding Black history, I also came across other cultures that they were always hiding. And I'm wondering and asking myself, why don't I see those histories from those other cultures online? So I started digging more. And then because also I have a group, it's called Soul and Spice. It's a cultural gathering where women from different cultures, we come together, we eat together, we share together. So hello, Dee Dee. So I have, and we have shrunk, and I think we shrunk on purpose because I started out with like 13 people, and it kept on shrinking to the true of us, which is Filipino, Jamaican, we got Cajun, we have Mexican and Aztec, and me, it's like Black America plus Afro Latina. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cajun. Yeah, and I'm in the season of opening up the doors for them to invite. Yeah, to invite more, but this weekend I'm about to close it, so then it would just be us. We enjoy each other. We're real close, and those that fell off, they fell off. We can't hold the doors for everybody, you know. But what we have is genuine and it's true, and we enjoy each other, and we realize. So when I say we have more in common than what we have different, we realize because the Filipino history really opened my eyes, and I had no clue that they were treated just like Black people. And I'm not talking about enslavement, even though it was Filipino enslavement, because I found that too. But I'm talking about as far as rights and everything. And then I found out, as far as Chinese, I found out through the last book we were reading. I did not know that they. Ooh, it's hot in here, y'all. Hold on. I don't know if that's my menopause or whatever. I did find out that they were going over to China and basically bribing Chinese women. Like, let's just say, hey, it's $1,200 for you to come to America. You don't have it? Okay. This is the debt that you owe. Okay? And they were like, okay, that debt put them into human trafficking. And if, talking about Chinese women, and if they got sick or they got impregnated when they were trafficked, they would add more time. So if you got sick, that was more days. If you got pregnant and you couldn't do what you're supposed to be doing, they added more time. So it was bondage. They did that to Chinese women. They don't teach us that. I know some of y'all go to church early. What time does church start? 10? Yeah. First is at 10. Second is at 12. Yeah, it'll probably be. Hopefully I'm up at 8. I know I'm up at 8 because this little boy down here, he sings a little tune, not really a tune, but he lets me know, hey, Furma, because I'm the grandma, I need to go to the bathroom. So I'll probably be up around 8. I will always send a warning shot. A warning shot is a video, and hopefully it's your FYP. If not, come find me. I'll probably be on for like 1 or 2 hours, okay? And then hopefully tomorrow is not as heavy as today. Today was heavy because I was getting upset. I get upset when they describe people from other cultures, including Blacks, because I hate that. Because I know who we are as a people and not as one person. Because some people get so programmed that they think, look at my dragonfly coming off. They think that one person's ill will is the act of the whole group of people, and that's not true. Because all Black people don't come from the ghetto, boo. There's a lot of people, including in my family, that are well off. I'm trying to get there, y'all, but we all got to start somewhere. You know, I have an uncle that's a clothes designer, y'all. He retired himself at the age of, was Uncle Mike 34? Hold on. I'll show y'all. My uncle. And he's the closest thing that I had that looks like my dad, because my dad passed away. And so my uncle, he makes like bishop robes and other stuff, but Cleveland, Ohio. So this is his storefront. Can you see? That's his storefront. This is one of his designs. Oops, hold on. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay. See? He did my palm dress. So that's him doing like bishop stuff. I don't know what that is. Oh, Holy Week. Oh, 2025. Pants. This is all his. He's very detailed. Look at the bottom of those pants. Oh, I'm scared to ask how much that costs. And he shows you how he breaks it down. Look at that, y'all. My uncle is he's the shit. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. When I was little, the Browns, the NFL, used to fly him out like to Hawaii or wherever they were for him to create suits. Hold on. What is my uncle doing? See? He actually had to change his name. His name was St. Michael's at first, and somebody was like, no, you can't. I think, yeah, he knows how to make shoes too. Sandals, I know those are his. He made those. I'm trying to, that's him, because he put himself through school with digital marketing afterwards. I'm trying to, and this is, he's working. So you can look it up, Michael Wilson, Cleveland, Ohio. He's been doing that ever since I was a kid. I remember the stories that my dad used to tell me, like he used to steal everybody's clothes, and he used to take the clothes apart, and then he would put them back together and then put it back in the closet. And my dad was a straight hippie, and my dad would put back on clothes and notice like they ain't fitting tight. That's my uncle. Yeah, but definitely look him up. Yeah, and I'm trying to get on that same bandwagon. I was like, okay, it's in me to do, and actually, I have three of my daughters. Out of the three, two of them has picked that up, but my youngest out of the four, no, y'all. See, y'all have to realize I had three kids for the longest, and then Brooklyn was my now or never baby. So she's 11 while everybody else is in their 20s. So yeah, he did go all in. Naya is number 3, okay? She upcycles. So she's like I told her, the next time you go to the Goodwill, you need to take me. Because this little girl, she ain't a little girl, but this little girl be finding stuff. You hear me? Like she'd be like, look, mommy, I found this vintage coach, blah, 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 or she'll say, look, mommy, I found this. And, it'd be like, girl, take me and show me how you scavenger. Which Goodwills do we go to? Because all Goodwills ain't the same. And then, now you got them Goodwills with the boutique. Y'all, I found one not far from my house. They got a freaking boutique. So that means they're filtering through the stuff that's being donated, putting them in the boutique because they cost more. Y'all, this is a Goodwill. People are donating. And that's why people are comparing prices now. They look at the Goodwill price and be like, I can go such and such and get that brand new. Compare. But other than that, hopefully next month, Well, it ain't the end of this month. In Easley, South Carolina, they have a huge bookstore warehouse. At the end of each month, they open up to the public where you can get the books for 50% off. And when I say a warehouse, I mean it's never ending. I don't think I've ever seen the end of the warehouse, but it's huge. If you Google, I don't know, it's Easley Warehouse Bookstore. If you Google it, not Google it, but TikTok it, people have already been there. I've been there several times, but I need to go there because you know what? I have goals. I don't just have book goals like to have my own library. I just have goals, y'all. I see myself with a mobile business with different entities within it, like different sisters. You see what I'm saying? You see how my mind goes? I'm like, brrr. But anyway, I do have to. Can y'all see that? Oh, it's up there. Do you see that little light that's flickering right here? That's me testing out the last of the candle. I have an author that has ordered. I know, little by little. I'm trying. I get excited too fast. She's ordered 20 candles for me for her. It's not like a book launch, but she's going to a book event where she's selling her books, and she wants her books to be with a purchase of a candle. And plus, I'm one of her people. She's about to send me a PR package either next month or this month. I can't wait because if you see like Liz Bullard on my page, it's her. So I've already read like 3 of her books. She does short stories, and now she's getting a book, whatever, like a physical book. But her short stories, oh, they leave you on cliffhangers, and I'd be like, girl, where's the next book? Anyway. Little by little, yes, Chunky. It's like what? How do you eat an elephant? Bite, bite, bite. I can't help it. Yeah. So later, I'll be in my candle room. That'll be after I spend time with my daughter. You know. Okay, bye, y'all.
That sucks. Oh, here they are. Okay. Let's try this first one first before I change it. We're gonna turn on. I need the TV or something. Did it?
This is not real.
All right, we're gonna.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake.
It did it. It did it. It did it. Okay, so we're gonna. Not this one. It's this one.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up.
I still gotta move the green up.
Wake up.
Okay, the green. Let's see.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. This is not real. It's just a dream. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not real.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. It does not look right. All right, so we're gonna. Did we try this one out? This is the one we just tried out. Okay, so now we're gonna change it. We're gonna change it to this drawing. This last one, let's see how that looks. We put a line in between. Maybe that'll fix it. That's a little too aggressive, but I guess it'll be okay once I fix it. I gotta fix the yellow. I can come back and do this. This is okay. It's okay. It's a filter. Okay, we're gonna fix that yellow part. The yellow has to go up more. All right, so we're gonna put up the yellow. So we're gonna delete this one because it's not ready yet. We agreed that the yellow is down too low. The yellow, where was it? It's this down here is too low. So we have to draw up. We have to draw the yellow up. So here we have to wrong. Let's go get our yellow. So we're gonna get the color. It's right here. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's a different yellow. Let's go for the same yellow. There. That's the yellow that it has. So we're going to go with a different brush for this. It's the brush type that we have to change. You guys can't see what type of brushes I'm using, which I think that's pretty cool. It kind of gives you some control. There, we're going to do it that way. Oh, that looks horrible. Well, we'll see how it transfers onto the live thing, the live drawing. Sometimes what looks like shit looks actually pretty good as a live drawing, guys. So don't be discouraged. All right, we're going to take back our other color. I think this is the color purple we got on the screen. And we're going to fill in this area with that. We're going to take away, you know what? Let's go back and erase that part. Let's go back and then we're going to erase all this. We're going to erase all this right here. Yeah, we're going to erase all this right here because it was like a droopy eyelid. Guys, and I don't want droopy eyelids. It didn't look right. Okay. So we're going to refill this spot. We're going to go back to our color. We're going to color a little bit more steady. And we'll see how that looks, how it transfers over. Because I was supposed to hide that droop. That was like really bad, saggy droop. Okay. So let's see. Let's save it now and see what that looks like. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't even know where I was saving stuff. Let's just save it into pictures because that's the only place where I feel like I can find it fast. Yeah. See? I don't know. It still saves it on the screen. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our... I'm so happy that I figured out how to do this. That way I could probably be watching somebody on live while I draw. Okay. We're going to... Okay. It should have replaced it. So now let's go see. Let's go see. And that's crazy how they don't really push out my live when it's on desktop. It's more so when it's on mobile. I don't know why. Oh, and now I screwed it up now. So now the way it looks, I have to cut back all this stuff on here and then fix it. Yeah, I'm just going to cut back all that on the side. Okay. Just cut back everything on the side. It doesn't look right. See, we're gonna cut back all this. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna cut back. Like that. I don't know if that helps the situation. I think it needed to be filled with the yellow some more. Let's see. Let's go back to the yellow. And I guess color. And then over here was green. Well, let's see how that looks first. Something was wrong with like the purple, I think. I think we're going to have to take back on the purple. Let's see. Let's save it here. Save as. So that's what you have to do. You just have to keep exploring, looking, how it looks. You have to keep trying different. Oh, it's on the desktop, guys. That's why I couldn't find it. I have these saved on my desktop. That's fine. I put them on my desktop so I could find them. And then after this, we're going to sign off because I got a lot of shit to do. Yeah, I got a lot of shit to do. I don't know if you guys have the same. That's probably why nobody's on today, because if it's nice out, people are out here. People are out here. Oh, see, that's too much extended outward. And I don't even have it like that. I don't even have it like that, dude. Okay, we're going to cut back on the eye being out that far. It's like, I don't know how it does it right there. What is this? It's a smudge pen. Okay. So we're going to go up. Let's see what that does, guys. Because this is going to be my rough draft. This is going to be the what do you call it? The diagram or the template going forward. Once you start drawing, you'll see the necessity for me to make one. Like when people tell you how to do things, a lot of times you don't know. If you don't know the reason why, that's why you have to work with it, because that's the only way. Like people think that you're being fucked up for not teaching them any further, but it's really like you have to explore it on your own. Otherwise, you're not going to know the reasons why. And so anything that I tell you, if you're those types of people that don't like to learn from other people, you're not going to grasp it. See, I've already taken off a lot from here on the side, and it's still grabbing colors from it. So I have to still cut it some more. But it looks good otherwise. It looks good otherwise. I just got to keep cutting a little bit more, just so it looks realistic. Because right now it does not feel realistic. It's too exaggerated on the side here. It's too exaggerated. So we have to keep taking away because it's too exaggerated, guys. It's too exaggerated. Okay. So we're going to try to save that and see how that looks. And you just got to keep cutting it down. And eventually I'm going to get the right coloring for this. And then from here, I'll go back and I'll delete all the other ones I did because this is actually going to be my main. This is going to be my main go-to. Guess it doesn't push you out when you go on your desktop. They don't want you learning when people are live. Well, people are subscribed, so if they're on, they're on. If not, they're not. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Try this again, and then we're going to tell them when it's ready. We're not publishing filters anymore. There's a perfect size. That's perfect. I did it. Okay, we're gonna take some away, some bleach color away. We're gonna let some of the color, we're gonna change some of the colors, the hue, because we want it to be a little bit more visible now that we're more proud in our drawing. We're gonna make it look a little bit more romantic. Take away some of the brightness. Maybe add some saturation. Temperature, we want to kind of give it like a okay. Oh, we don't want any yellow faces. Okay, let's try it like this. We're gonna retry it. And I changed the tint a little. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. All right. So here we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. My first makeup look. My first perfected makeup look. So it's going to be in that area range where I have the eyes. And so now we can practice on the lips. We can practice on the lips. Let's see what it looks like with bright. If we don't put any color. Okay, so ta-da. So I don't know. I think this is good. Let's see if we can find any effect to make it like whimsical. So we're gonna see what kind of effect we can put just to kind of give people some kind of like, let's see, that gives it color, broken blur, lens flare, motion blur. We want to do effects. I thought I seen effects. Did I imagine it? Appearance, distortion, generative. Add a library. No, I thought we could put effects on here. We can't do that. Oh, I know. We probably have to go this way. I'm thinking I'm on the mobile phone. Okay, let's try and see what happens if we put this warm color on top of that bleach filter. Let's see. Let's see if we could take away some of this brightness. Saturation. And we can mess with the temperatures. Let's see. Okay. Let's see right here. Let's see what it looks like. If I use it like this, how would it look if I use it like this? So it did a really nice color. And so now let's do a really nice, let's do some, let's see, screen stuff. So let's see if we do it like that, how it would look. I think this other one would look towards with a glitter bomb. Let's see what this would look like. Ta-da! Come on. It's supposed to do it. It's taking too long. We're gonna have to try it on and see. There it is. Okay. Let's see how it looks inside. There's a filter. It does. It's okay. I'm not used to putting these things on. It's okay. Let's just publish this as makeup. They're probably not even gonna accept it because it's too. No, it's perfect. I think it's perfect. Let's take off this thing, guys. All right. I've been on here for an hour. Thank you so much, whoever stopped in. I don't think I've seen anybody. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.